All right, what do you say, everybody? So the votes are in, and you guys wanted me to just continue with the Sandbox series that we started, skipping day 2. So here we are. I'm gonna go over a couple of the things that we did, but I guess the main thing is we found a base location at B2. There's a little lake, little pond. I shouldn't call it a lake. I should call it a pond. There's a little pond right here, right west of B2, on the west side of B2, outside of B2 town. There's a little pond here that everybody likes to build at. I've never built one specifically here, but we did. So we built a little base. I guess talking about the base, to start there, the couple things that you should really know about base building is the foundation function, to be able to set it at different levels of foundation, heights, I should say, and snapping the base, or snapping the foundation to the other foundation. You can hold Alt and scroll wheel, and you can put it as low as you can get it and as high as you can get it until it turns red, of course. That's the one base building element that's kind of important. The other is basically just tool usage. When you use your tools, which we have, here's our scrap box, which I don't remember what was in here. Lead plate. Okay, that's good. We do have a lantern. But when you use your tools, you want to use the crap knives that we picked up from towns. And then that wire. Do I still have any wire here? I don't have any wire. It looks like I had to actually make a couple little things of rope there. But I go through and I pick up the wire and these knives from the town. So basically, if you have a chainsaw, which we should have right here somewhere, probably in the car. I was using the Rager to chuck all the logs around. So if you have a chainsaw, a vehicle for fuel that you can keep filling the chainsaw, and then you have these crap knives and that 25-meter wire that we were getting in the towns, or jumper cables, because you can break them down. I don't know if I have one. Let's see. It doesn't look like I have one. But the jumper cables you can actually cut down into 50 uses of wire. And then I also pick up the rope. So the 50 meters of rope. So between the wire and the rope, you're going to save a lot of time that you don't need to crafting your rope. And then if you pick up all these little junk knives in the beginning, then you'll have plenty of knives to use on base building, because as you can see, if you put a foundation up, it needs the rope, the knife, and then the sticks. The sticks and the logs, they're easy. You cut down a tree and you get the branches, and then as long as you take like a saw. Do we have a saw? I can't remember where everything is at the moment. Like a saw, a cleaver. I was using the cleaver and the improvised tomahawks, as you can see here. If you use these, the cleaver, the improvised tomahawks, the little handsaw, stuff like that, you're gonna get the most out of cutting long sticks into short sticks. So that's kind of the other thing that was big, important kind of thing. We didn't make a very big base. I think what I'll do is we'll just kind of live out of this, and it's pretty simple. We got some room to fill things. I did make a little kitchen, which I actually made the wheelbarrow as well. So the wheelbarrow is great for storing food, because if you take your food, put it inside of a chest, and as you can see, we have some food. I did make bread, which we'll go over that here in a minute. But if you see, I made a chest for my food, and if you take the chest and put it in a wheelbarrow or a vehicle, then the food will stop decaying. and you can kind of save the process. The only thing about it is you have to make sure that you move your wheelbarrow every once in a while so that your food don't disappear. So there's that. Then these little cabinets we built, they all have storage in it. We can put stuff in. And the first thing we did, we built. The first thing we did is make bread with our oven. As you can see, I did get some meat, which we ran into a wolf coming back from a cargo drop. Which the cargo drop, there's so much that happened in day two. Um, the cargo drop had where did I put all that stuff? I think I put it in the car. It had the AK, so we've got an AK, little AK-74. And what else do we get? We got the ghillie bottom. There's the wolf that we got coming back from the cargo drop. These are our screwdrivers. What else did we get? What else did we get? We got something. I think we got alcohol, which I talked about alcohol. And I can actually go back over the alcohol right now since my food is low. I think we got a vehicle repair kit or something. And some fuel, maybe a jack. I can't remember now. We've got a couple things from it, but it wasn't anything special like a key card or a screwdriver or anything like that. We got the AK-74, and that was about it. But since we bought bread, I guess from the very start, we started off at the trader, and we started off at the trader to do some quests, which we still have one to do, which is duct tape, and then we end up doing we completed 3 quests, which if I remember correctly, it was a needle, the bobby pins, and AC units, which we were able to get 4 AC units at the trader, and there was a couple more up there we could have got if we moved the truck under some things and jumped up and got them. But after we left the C2 trader, we came down to the cement factory, and the cement factory has a lot of AC units just on the side of the exterior of the perimeter of the cement factory, and we completed that quest there. So then we end up, which actually was that. What quest is this for? This is for A0. So this is a quest we had from the very beginning, I believe. Yeah, this is a quest we had from the very beginning. This is one we picked up as soon as we got done at the scrapyard day 1. Now that I think about it, but we got our AC units here. We did have bobby pins and a needle that we collected from the scrapyard without any problems at all. And we end up doing, a couple quests there and then the AC units. So we did that. We collected AC units here, then came over to the base and started laying the foundations and build it up. I did build a little upstairs, which isn't anything special. This is just a little cabin, and this is typically how cabins look here in the States. So, we built a little cabin. I do got some tools here, toolboxes, stuff like that. We can finish putting stuff in there. And then as far as our food went, we end up buying bread, the stuff to make bread, I should say, which was the flour, milk, water we have plenty of because we got a little pond beside us, the baking soda, the yeast, salt, and sugar. The fat, you do not need fat or oil to complete these quests. I shouldn't say quests, recipes. You will get a perfect recipe without using the fat and without using the oil. And to be honest, you do not want to use the fat or oil because if you intake too much fat, it won't burn. So as you can see, I've got a lot more fat than carbs and protein and anything else at the moment. So if you intake a lot of fat, it is possible to fill your entire intestines up with fat. And then if your entire intestines is filled up to 100%, and you try, let's say you need water and your intestines is filled up with fat and food and stuff like that, and it's slowly digesting. If you have food still in your stomach and then you try to put water on top of that and you're already dehydrated, you have to wait until your intestines um, digest everything that's in your intestines and the stuff that's in your stomach before the water. And if you're you're basically dehydrated, it is possible to basically die of dehydration purely because you're waiting for your stomach to intake the water into your intestines, and it'll kill you. So using fat and oil in your recipes is a no-go. I have actually killed myself in the game when the cooking system first came out. So purely just because I needed water and I had too much fat in my system because I was using the recipes that were in the book. So don't use them. Don't use them. It's damn near pointless. But what we did was, while we were building, we cooked us a bunch of bread, which I'm actually missing one because of all the chopping and stuff. I've actually went through like one bread. Actually, no, I didn't. I went through almost half of my bread. And I was also utilizing alcohol, which we found I believe it's right here. This is the one we got in the drop. Where's it at? Right here. This is the one we got in the drop, the vodka bottle. So we were actually utilizing the alcohol from the drop and the whiskey to build the base without utilizing any of our carbs or any of our food, because it basically stops using your food and uses the alcohol to digest. The only bad part about using the alcohol at all, so let's see. Let's start from here. So as you can see, the protein, right? The protein is using 13, and we're just kind of sitting here doing nothing. It's going up. We're utilizing 13, 14 grams of protein every hour, and now it's going up again. But and as you move, as you can see, 20, 24, and we're just jogging 33, 35, 30, 39, 40. Yeah, so we're using our protein very quickly. And if we start running, it's even worse. 62, 60. Now just imagine not having any carbs or alcohol in your system, cutting logs and cutting trees and all that other stuff. But when you take a bite of the bread, you're going to go from, see, we're using 40 grams, 30 grams, 40 grams, there. And it drops down to 6. And it drops down to 6 and stays at 6 grams to because of the carbs that are going in our system. But now you see we're using our carbs before our protein, so we're still using only 6 grams just running now, when we were using 50 and 60 a minute ago. But now we're using 1.7 grams of carbs, or no, 136 grams of carbs while running. And that, so now cutting logs, cutting planks, cutting sticks, this is all going to get used in your carbs first. But if I take a drink of the alcohol, now my carbs are frozen and I'm only using 6 grams of protein. So the usage of my carbs is now 0 because I'm using alcohol. I'm burning the alcohol. But the problem with using the alcohol in the beginning stages of the game, now you could do it if you want, but I prefer not to. I prefer just to have a bunch of food. The problem with using alcohol in the beginning stages of the game is now we are not utilizing any dexterity. We're not gaining any dexterity. The dexterity has basically went on pause, and not only did it go on pause, that it's actually counting backwards because I have fat in my system. So now we're actually losing dexterity because we took in the alcohol and we have a bunch of fat in our system. So I typically keep my food below 50%, especially while I'm building. I might build it up a little bit while I'm building or cutting logs and all that stuff. But I try to keep my food, my energy level down below 50 in order to continue growing my dexterity level. And as you can see, we've only done like 8 hours, 8 hours of Sandbox total, and we're already at 1.3, almost 1.4. So basically starving yourself without cutting yourself short on protein, because if you cut yourself short on protein, you start losing your strength, and you don't want to lose your strength. That's one of the hard ones to build. Strength and constitution is super hard to build up, so you want to make sure you keep protein in your system at all times. Keeping yourself at around 50 energy for base, so that you can continue growing your dexterity. But if you're going to do a bunch of running or building the base, chopping wood, stuff like that, basically make sure you have protein in your system, 100%, and then put some carbs in your system to keep that protein in your system. And then if you're really going to be working hard, just drink some alcohol while you're working hard. That way you can protect your food for just a little bit longer. Because like right here with what I just ate, I have protein in my system. I just ate a bite of that bread, and I've got alcohol in my system. I've got about 20 to 30 minutes of work that I can do without having to worry about food at all. Maybe longer, depending on how hard you're actually working. So, you know, bread is actually really good. As you can see, we're getting 669 calories out of the bread, which is a pretty decent one. That's a pretty decent amount, and that's per bite. So actually, if you add it up, we have 669 calories times 6, because we got 6 uses out of this bread that we cooked. So if you add that up, that's a hefty amount of energy that you're going to have for quite a while. And on top of that, it's giving us protein and carbs and very little fat compared to our protein and our carbs. So the bread is super strong early on, and I think I bought enough to cook um 10 loaves of bread, which I still have 5 in here. Four. I have 4 in here. I bought enough to cook 10 loaves of bread. Yeah, because I got one here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I bought enough to cook 10 loaves of bread, and these 10 loaves of bread will probably last me, with the way we're doing Sandbox series, probably last me the entire series, to be honest. The bread is really good, and if you're mixing it with meat, having a little bit of meat here and there, then it's going to last just that much longer. So the bread is really strong, and you can turn around and do a couple different things with bread too. So if you go back into the books and get your barbecue book, then we can go into the grill. We can make these capaya, and hamburgers, cheeseburgers, So there you need some bread. So then the cheese, we can actually go right down the road here to the cheese factory and get cheese. And then all you need to do is buy some ketchup and mustard. And I bought salt and pepper. I bought a lot of salt and pepper. We found two uses of pepper here. And then I bought pepper, and then I bought salt to equal out the pepper, because we get 100 uses of salt for 250 uses of pepper. And then I found some pepper as well. So I can actually go get more salt for free if I really wanted to, down here at the salt mines in Z2. So there's a lot of different things you can do as far as cooking. But as far as the metabolism goes, to break it down simply and to keep it simple for a newer player, if you took the build that I did with no dexterity, try your best to keep your energy below 50% or lower. And that way you level up your dexterity. And then the only thing that you truly, truly, truly need to worry about is your protein, so that you don't lose strength, and your carbs, so that you can keep your protein in your system longer. All the rest of this stuff is kind of just here, and you can play with it if you really want to. The vitamins and stuff, they will help you with your illnesses. Now the illnesses is out, and you can hold control over one of the vitamins, and it'll tell you what to eat. So like vitamin C, it says eat rose hips, corn flakes, chili peppers, parsley, kiwi, broccoli, lemon, oranges, canned fruit and strawberries. So it tells you right there. So if you if you're really desperate, you can just go up to the trader and get some of this stuff. But to be honest, the strawberry patches, they're everywhere. So you can find strawberries pretty regularly. Same with the vitamin K, you know, broccoli, cabbage, you know, kiwis. It's kind of all the same stuff. So you're gonna get the things you need from it. You just got to, you know, look at it and see what you need. But a lot of this stuff is very good information, but it's not really needed. It's not really something to worry about. You know, keep your protein up, so you don't lose your strength. Keep your carbs up so you don't, you know, utilize too much of your protein. Keep your energy around 50% so you can build your dexterity. And then just whatever you do, make sure you don't fill your stomach past 119, because at 120 you will kill yourself, because you'll explode your stomach. So, and for the most part, that's super easy to remember. The rest of this stuff is just kind of learn as you go, and keep the fat out of your system, and the rest of it's easy. You know, you'll kind of look at things and hold control. Like I said, hold control over all this stuff, and it'll kind of tell you what you can do. But for the most part, strength, dexterity, energy, protein, carbs, fat. That's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about the rest of this stuff. I know it looks confusing, but don't worry about it. It can come later. So we are getting a little drunk right now. As you can see a little bit of a glare, and it is morning time. The other thing we did is we got a bike. We end up finding the bike at the gas station, the B2 gas station. So we did get a bike. We did go back into town and try to find some mustard for what I was trying to do was cook some sausages, because as you can see, the sausages only take the guts, which we collected a lot of in the beginning stages from all the puppets, which is right here. We've got a lot of guts that we collected from the puppets to make sausages. We got salt, we just need mustard, and we have pepper. So once we find mustard, we can cook sausages. And the reason why I like to cook the sausages is because it utilizes the same meat with a couple extra resources, but it is quicker to cook. So as you can see, this one cooks in 4 minutes, just grilled meat. Grilled meat cooks in 4 minutes, where sausages cook in 2. So you can cook sausages way faster than you can cook the grilled meat. And that's one of the reasons why I like to do the sausages versus the grilled meat. And that's why I didn't cook any of the other meat yet, because I have some, I'm going to save it, and I'm just going to utilize the rest of the meat once we get some mustard, which is actually what we're going to do now. I'm going to put my food back in my makeshift refrigerator so that we can do that. Let's put the books away. The alcohol we don't need, and our torch we don't need at the moment. We just ate, so we can put that down there. Our Bushman's looking a little weak right now, so we'll have to find a Bushman. I was utilizing it to build the base versus the other knives that I have, mainly because I just didn't really care. I would use the knives over the Bushman because the Bushman is a lot more versatile to use out in the world, like protecting yourself from puppets and stuff like that. So it is a little better to use the knives versus the Bushman. I just didn't care because I'm going to be leveling up my archery anyway. So, and we'll find another Bushman pretty quickly, pretty easily. I'm not worried about it. And even if we don't, we can craft this a tomahawk really easy. So, but yeah, we've done all that, and we've gone there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a trip to the town and see if we can get some mustard, because there's two food stores. There's two food stores and the little supermarket that we can stop in and see what we can get. So got painkillers, coffee, which I'm going to take a bite of now since we're going to ride the bike. I'll ride the bike up to town, and the bike's going to help us gain strength and constitution. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to ride the bike. If I'm not going to go very far from base, I'm just going to ride the bike around here, and then if we are going to go far from base, we'll take the vehicle, which we have the Rager from day one still. So no big loss there. I think I'll build a garage over in that area as well. So we might build a nice sized garage or a barn or something like that for us, kind of in that area, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. We've got plenty of space here. I can do a lot of different things. So let's head to town, see what we can collect. Obviously, I need some more clothing. Clothing's not the greatest. I did have the puppet suit, so I did utilize it at the drop. I wish I would have not messed up and deleted my stuff, because I did use the puppet suit at the drop, and yeah, it worked pretty good. I'm not going to use the puppet suit a lot. We may use it for our first bunker just to see, but then again, I am trying to show newer players how to do this without any crazy stuff. But if you have this puppet suit, you basically just walk with the puppets. No big deal. And actually, since we got this skin, now that I think about it, since we have this skin, let's make us a animal skin jacket right here. We just need some rope, which is easy. We should have some in here. If not, we should have some sticks laying around. Okay, no rope there. We got one rope there, and we got some sticks. We'll just break down these sticks and make some rope real quick. Now I'm using my Bushman to cut this up. And as you can see, using the Bushman, we only got 4 sticks out of that long stick. But if I turn around and use this tomahawk, let me pick up these 4 small sticks, because the rest of these are big sticks like this. So big sticks. We only got 4 sticks out of this. But if I use this tomahawk or the cleaver or the saw and cut these down, it gives me 5 sticks. And I believe you need 5 sticks. Yeah, you need 5 sticks to make 1 rope. So that's another reason why I like the tomahawk. The Bushman is good for like quick and down and dirty and protecting yourself from puppets and stuff like that. But when it comes to utilizing resources, cleaver, tomahawk, the handsaw, that's the kind of stuff you need to think about. So let's make us some rope. And we'll put the rest of this in here. And let's see, we are missing a sewing kit. Let's see what we have down here. There's thread. And there's a needle, but do we have a bone needle? I'd much rather utilize the bones over the bone needle, over the regular needles, because the regular needles we can use for quest. We should have bones here. Probably in the food box. There are some recipes that use bones, so that's one of the reasons why I have it in the food box. And we'll cut this into a bone needle. Make us a sewing kit. Sewing kit. And animal skin jacket. Now, the reason why I'm going to go ahead and craft this animal skin jacket is, one, our police sweater isn't the greatest thing in the world, and I'm probably just going to save it for some rags later in the future. We might need it for like another bed or something like that. These gloves I can put in here for rag strips, and the rest of the stuff I'm going to fix with my newly made sewing kit. But this animal skin jacket, it holds 10 kilos and has 3 heat. Your other jackets only hold about 5 kilos and typically have more heat. So the animal skin jacket is basically carrying more weight and doesn't make you as hot. Now, if you're utilizing the other jackets up in the snow, that's a different story. But for the most part, this animal skin jacket is probably one of the better jackets in the game because of the carry capacity. You can stick a full tool, large toolbox in there. You can stick multiple different lead plates. There's lots of different things you can put in there that makes the space perfect for it. It doesn't look, it's not always looking the coolest, but it is it is very, very versatile. Then we have our other jacket here. So everything else is good to go. I can take my leggings on and off as needed. My armor could use a little fixing, so let's do that. Fix our helmet. And fix our armor in case we run into NPCs. And let's go to town. We'll go to town and see if we can find us some mustard. So real quick, since we're riding the bike, when you ride the bike, don't just hold forward the whole time. Get yourself up some speed, and then just let off, coast it a little bit. That way you save your stamina. Then get yourself some more speed. You know, if you're gonna go up a hill, you can hold it. You know, just hold it so you continue getting that full speed. But as soon as you get to the top of the hill, you're gonna coast. That way you can get your stamina back, and you don't have to ever stop on your bike. So there, I'm gonna coast. I know you can't see my stamina, but right now I'm holding it, and I'm getting down 88, 87, 86, and then I'm gonna let off. As you can see, I'm maintaining a pretty good speed, and then I'll just hold it a little bit. But I'm back up to 100% stamina already. So hold it a little bit, and then let go. Hold it a little bit, let go, and you'll pretty much never run out of stamina at that point. So we'll put our bike here because I don't want to get shot off of it by the NPCs. And then let's see what we can find. There's a workshop, so we'll start here. Workshops are pretty good. We don't need nails. I do want this. This is going to keep our fire going a lot longer. Lead plate, we're definitely taking all the lead plate. A pipe, we don't need. Duct tape, we will collect all the duct tape we can find. Let's put this down here. I am going to take another set of wire cutters, especially since they're at 90%. Nails, I'm not going to take these boxes of nails because it's at 11. If it was at like 19, I would take it. But basically, it's going to waste 2 spots for the same thing that I can do with 1. So, and I'm not going to waste the time taking them out. There's another one, 12. So if you really wanted to take them out, you could. But we have a lot of nails now. More nails. And that's it there. There's a hat. We don't need a hat. I will take these. These are going to be great for kill boxes. More nails. More nails. The pipe we don't need either. The pipe is more for base rating material. Actually, you know what? We will take the pipe because we don't really need it, but we can make the grenade launcher, the flamethrower. We can make those things. It can be used as a hammer. But there's the pipe bombs. These things here, they're listed because it gets used as a hammer. The improvised Geiger counter, we'll end up finding a Geiger counter way before we ever need one. So, and then I'm pretty sure that is for a hammer. Yeah, that's for a hammer as well. Oh no, you actually need a metal pipe for the battery charger. But we don't need to craft this battery charger because we're gonna craft the large battery charger. This one's gonna be way easy to craft anyway. So. And then the other thing it had was the improvised rain collector. So I'm going to take 1, maybe 2. I really don't like carrying them because as you can see, they're oddball spaces. Let me go get the other one while I'm thinking about it. There. Now it's not an oddball space. I think there was there's a quad in here, which we were looking at getting. It's got a battery. There's some jumper cables. We'll keep those. It's got a battery. It's got an engine. And all we need is some wheels, 3 to be exact. And we got us a quad. So that's one we're going to build up, which I'm going to make a mental note of that. Next time we go to the scrapyard, we can snag it up. The bob wire, if you're going to build a fence, you can take. We don't really need it. I don't think we're going to build a fence. The portable stove, we don't really need this because we made us an oven with a stove on top. So if you wanted to have this, you would have to carry around some portable propane, the portable propane thing, or fill this up at the gas station Actually, that's what I'll do. I will show you guys how to fill it up at the gas station. Do I have my card though? No, I don't. I'll fill it. We'll show you how to fill it up at the gas station at some point. But you can utilize that in the. You can keep it in the truck, and keep a pan in the truck as well, or your vehicle, and that way you can cook without building a fire on the go. It's a smartphone battery. That's awesome. Some 9mm. That's a good find. Hat. Oh, my favorite shorts. That's going to replace our underwear. We'll keep our underwear. We could use it for rags later if we need it. We'll fix our favorite shorts. Don't see anything. Some nails, some more scrap. We've got plenty of nails and scrap right now. What I want to do is make my way up to the food store. Right there's one, and right there's one. Because we want... Oh, wait. Why is that open? There's NPCs in this town somewhere. Because that shouldn't be open. That should be closed. Wonder where he ran off to. Both doors are open, so they ran off this way. There's a generator in here. We do need that. Here's some trees we can get fruit from. Some apples. Maybe we'll make some apple pie. Well, there's definitely NPCs around here somewhere. So this little thing that's... There it is, right there. Told you there was NPCs around here. And he's got a gun. So we'll set him up. Where's he at? Here he comes. Just like that. Just use the corners. And we didn't alert any puppets because we made our improvised suppressor. Search him, see what he's got. Now usually there's more than one, so we need to be alert. We got us a 1911 and a holster, so we don't have a... There's another one. She doesn't have anything special. We'll just use the bow on her. We need to level up our archery anyway. And I'm going to shoot her down low. Just to level up my archery. Because if I shoot her in the head, I'm gonna kill her quickly. Told you, where there's one, there's more. It's a chicken. Anyway, so we got a holster from him. That was good. Let me let me go in here, and there's a window here. Let's get right here. Let's fix the holster. That way we can put the gun in it, save us some more space. We'll put the money right there. All right, so anyways, so as you can see, there's a little exclamation point here. And if you remember, we are on fine duct tape, and I need 9 more of them. So I could go to these little yellow boxes that you find in town. They're post boxes that they basically send your items to the trader, and then you just need to turn on your cell phone to activate it. But because my duct tape that I have is so good, it's a 29 out of 30, I'm not going to turn that duct tape in. I'm going to keep that. If I find a crappier one, I will definitely turn it in. Like, you can go here and maybe find a crappy one in the cars or somewhere. But I'm not gonna give the trader the 30 out of the 29 out of 30 one. If I was desperate, I would, but I'm not going to. So it's like that. There's another duct tape, 30 out of 30. You know, you can find a lot of duct tape, but I don't have any right now, so I'm gonna keep what I can, especially since I'll probably use it for different things, like making a raincoat, or I think I have a pair of boots. Making a raincoat, fixing my hazmat suits, fixing my raincoat, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get rid of the good ones just to turn them in for a quest. The scrapyard or puppets usually have pretty beat up duct tape. There's another one. So I would definitely turn in a duct tape that I get from a puppet that usually has like one or two uses, but I'm not going to give the trader my good ones. There's another duct tape. So this is a food store that we're in right now. And hopefully we find us some mustard. Usually you can find mustard in here pretty easily. There's some cornflakes. That's good. Which actually, if you remember, I needed cornflakes for vitamin C. The only problem is I've got a lot of energy on me right now, so I don't really want to eat the cornflakes just yet. All right, not looking like we're going to get any mustard here. Let's go to the next one, right across the street. Rubber gloves. We're going to keep taking these rubber gloves. These are going to be great for kill boxes later. Good cleaver. Let's take that. There's some more money. And actually what we could do, since we have these oddball spaces here, put this stuff down here, those down there, and then this cleaver will go up here, and that'll make us a normal spot. All right, don't think there's anything else in here. We search that. There's a knife, glass, some hazelnuts. It's got too much fat in it. We don't want those. More hazels. More hazel. Some duct tape. Good duct tape. These are good. These are good for making raincoats. You need them for making raincoats, or you can cut them up for rags. There's another good cleaver. It's not bad, not bad. No mustard though. I think we'll get our mustard in the little carry-out store right here. Let's go into the hospital though. Pharmacy. Good bandage. Good battery. We want the batteries. We'll take no, we don't need a needle. Pressure dressing. I'm gonna save that one for a quest. Most of these there's the activated charcoal. That's expensive. Most of the bandages, pressure bandage, compression bandage, these emergency bandages, if they're not 100%, I'm not going to keep them. I'm more than likely going to save them for quest, because what happens is you end up carrying way more bandages than you are going to be effective than it would be just carrying a pack of bandages, which we'll find later. I ate the vitamins so we can get our vitamin C up. But you'll use, if you have a bandage like this 89% bandage, you'll end up using 3 of these versus 2 of these 100% ones. So I tend to try to carry the ones that are like 95 or better, and just use the rest of them for quest. Now, if I don't have any bandages, then I'll utilize them. But if I have bandages, then I'm just going to carry the good ones, and I'm going to leave them in the package until I need them. The alcohol, you can actually disinfect rags, which rags are great, but that's what I want right there. Pack of bandages. Rags are great, but once again, you can't get a rag past 95%, and you're going to use more rags than you are bandages. So I'll use rags if I need to. I'll disinfect them if I need to, but I'm going to carry a pack of bandages if I can. We have a utility belt, so we don't need a waste bag. There's rags. We don't need them. Same thing with if you're going to cut some rags. These crutches are actually quest items. I would like to take one, but I think we're pretty far from level 2 quests anyway. The mask are quest items as well, but I'll take them later. Here's another pack of bandages. Great. That's awesome because they take one. I'm carrying 5. So if I unpack them, that's 5 slots I have to pack. So in a package, there's 2. But when I unpack them from the bandage, from the pack, even though the package is at 70%, it still gives me 100% bandage. So that's why I want to carry these. The hemostatic dressings, those are going into the quest box, especially if they're not 100%. And let's check our store. Hopefully we get some mustard in here. There's a knife, paper, knife, mustard right there. Bam, told you we would. And some carrot juice that are good. We've got some carrot juice. Let's eat our apples so we can carry another one. And I don't know if we have a pot yet. I would like to take the pot. And actually, so I can take the pot, what I'll do is I'll take the charcoal out of this bag. Grab the pot, and then we'll take what we can in charcoal, which is that much. I could drop the pipes. I really don't need the pipes, to be honest with you. I would much rather have the charcoal for cooking food and stuff. So I think that's what we'll do there. The extra cleaver I really don't need, but it'll be more useful than, let's say, the underwear. And the charcoal is still more useful than the underwear, because if I was to cut these up for rags and use them for fire, it would actually not last as long as this charcoal would. What else do we have? Let's eat another apple. And take that charcoal. We do have an onion. Let's go ahead and eat that. This is going to give us some water. We actually need water right now. So those apples and the onions are going to give us some water. And then the other thing I want to take is going to be... we've got plenty of scissors. The scissors are quest items, but I don't need them for quest items for quite some time. So I'm going to take that magazine instead. What else we got? We got a beer. We don't need beer. More bobby pins. Vinegar. You can drink the vinegar too. Vinegar is going to give you some carbs. It's also good for cooking. I actually would like to have that one because it's 100%. Let's see. What do we want? What don't we need? We're thirsty, so let's go ahead and drink our carrot juice. Carrot juice is going to give us some carbs, some more energy, but water. I got two carrot juices I can drink too, so since we're thirsty, let's go ahead and do it. We don't need the jars for anything. And the other thing I'll say is, if you're going to eat something, make sure it's like 70% or better, because if it's not like 70% or better, one, you're losing out on energy and stuff like that, the nutrients that are inside of it. And two, you are likely going to get sick. So if it's not 70% or better, don't worry about it. All right, let's bypass the police station. We're full anyway. I want this pot, and I want this for the truck, so I can show you guys we can just cook anywhere whenever we want. Especially if you remember your recipes. So actually, since I cook bread, even though I can't cook bread without an oven, since I cooked bread, it's in my memory now, so I remember how to cook it. And as you 5-star, or I think it's 5-star, as you 5-star or perfect the recipes, you'll remember them, so you don't have to carry cookbooks around. All right. So let's go back to the base with what we have. We came here for mustard, which is what we wanted. We got our mustard. We'll go back. We'll cook up some sausages, and we will hit the road because I got more important things to do than hang out in towns. We got to get some real gear. I'll meet you guys back at base. All right. So we have 2 pans already. Let's see. Do we have, how many pots do we have? We got 1 pot, so good. We needed the pot. And then I'm also going to throw the charcoal in here as well. And let's see, do we have an extra charcoal? We don't. All right, where's our dump box? So between the dump box and the quest box, these are the ones I want to fill up. So the dump box is going to be all of our random stuff, and then we'll put our good duct tape in here, our bobby pins in here. Vinegar can go in their cooking box. This is actually going to go in our truck, so we can cook some food on the road if we need to, and I want to show you how to fill it up. Pliers can go in the dump. That can go in the dump. That can go in the dump. This is good dump stuff. Dump, dump, dump. Dump. Keep the Bushman. Dump. Good, good, good. I'm going to keep some bandages on me. That's a cell. That's a quest. This right here is a quest. We're gonna quest that. This right here will be a quest once we accumulate enough smartphone batteries. But until then, dump. Food. We need to put away. This is a cell. I need to make a cell box. Everything in here and everything in our utility box pouches we're gonna use. The lighter we'll use at some point. But we don't. Actually, I'll put this in the cabinet with our charcoal. I need to get some antibiotics. The mustard we're getting ready to utilize. This hemostatic dressing, 78%. It's going in our quest box. And then our bandages are going to stay on us. We don't have a mag yet. We don't have a gun for this. Or do we? What do we have for guns? Let's see. Not much other than the AK. So we'll stick with what we got for now. Bandages can go up top. This can go in quest, actually. This is a quest item. So that can go in quest. This can go in the box. This can go in quest because I already have one. And our cell phone is staying on us. So it's going down there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Shotgun shells is good. Arrows is good. This is going into the car. These. So actually, being that I have these bandages, these good packs of bandages here, this 74 and this 89% is going in quest. And then these are coming down here. I'm going to keep these down here so that I can get them when I need them. Going into the food. This is going down here. The money can go in the car. And then let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and cook our meat before it goes bad, even though it's in our makeshift fridge. I want to go ahead and cook the meat now. And like I said, it's not going to cook long anyway. So let's get our barbecue book out. I don't think we need it, but get our barbecue book out. And that we have 10 uses of mustard. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 steaks, 8 steaks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guts. And also, I put my vitamins and stuff in here as well because the vitamins won't go bad while they're inside of the box as well. So all your vitamins and your antibiotics, all your pills will stay fresh while they're in here as well. Which actually, I'm going to go ahead and just eat my pack of vitamins and keep my antibiotics on me. That way we can protect ourselves from infection. So let's see. Let's start our fire. And pan. We need sausages. We need guts, salt, and pepper, and mustard, and the meat. So the meat and this. See, you want to use your salt and peppers that are going bad first. Like I said, 70% or better. Make sure you use them 70% or better. So let's do sausages. We'll do our meat or our guts. Oh wait, we can't use these guts, huh? Well, it doesn't look like we can use these guts. I think it finally recognizes that it's public guts and you can't use it now. Okay, well that changes things. That's new. You used to be able to use public guts. If that's the case, we'll get rid of all of our guts. Let's see, we can put that in here. Food box. We'll get rid of our guts. Put the salt back. Actually we'll put this in the books with the charcoal. Salt back. Put that away. Put this away. So we have to use animal guts now. And the thing about it is it doesn't say that you have animal guts, so I don't know what's what anymore. We will just throw all this away. Put this in here. We don't need it. We got our bread. Put our mustard in here. Put our food in the cabinet. Put our book in the book box. We will throw these guts away. Just double click them out of your bag so you don't have to drag and drop. I believe we do have this small animal guts, so that is animal guts. Okay, we can put that in our food box. In we use it. This is going in the car. Okay, so here's the thing. You play the game at your speed, right? But for me, because I have a bow, because I have a gun, and I have armor, I am ready to go into a bunker and secure better gear. That is my next goal, to go into a bunker and get some better gear. We've established a base. We went to the trader. We got some fame. We got a little bit of money for a respawn. Yeah, we are ready to do that. Now, obviously, I would like to have a little bit more money to get a sector respawn. That way, if I die, I can try to get back to my body. But it's not crazy important. I do have some money here we can put in the car. We do have the AK. I would like to finish kitting that out. Let's leave the chainsaw here. Need to make another box for tools. Just put it in there for now. What else do we have in the car? We got some screwdrivers in here. We'll actually let's take the 15 use and some bobby pins. And some bobby pins here. Put that back on. Put that down here. Let me craft a couple bobby pins real quick. We're going to drag these down here and put it in a lower spot so we got it down by our screen so that we can right click, left click instead of having it up here and chasing it. Put it at the bottom, right click, left click. All right, made our bobby pins. I think what we'll do, I think we'll take this 7 use too. We'll do that. Put that back in here. And actually, let's put this in here as well. All right, so we need to upgrade our Bushman. We need to figure out something a little better. We have good amount of protein and carbs in our system. We're looking really good. We have our bread if we need to, and bread's not looking too good anyway. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave this in the car if we need it. That way it's not sitting on us, and that way it's not sitting on us and decaying. If it's in the car and we're away from the car, let's see, we're like 100 meters or 50 meters away from the car, then the decay process stops. So we'll leave it in the car. Okay, so since I want some better gear, the only thing that I'm having a problem with my character right now is my archery. I would like to get to basic archery before I go into a bunker, but I can manage. So ideally, if you can get your archery up to medium before you go into a bunker, you're going to be a lot better off, especially if you only have improvised rifle or a bow. Now, you don't really want to take a gun in there and start shooting puppets because you're just going to spawn a horde, but because we have the bow and a suppressor, we should be okay. So let's go see what happens. We're going to go down to A2 bunker and see if we can get some good gear. Alright, so here's our bunker. I don't want to get too close to the bunker because you can spawn puppets over there, like close to the fence. So I don't want to be too close, but I don't want to be too far away either, since we're in sandbox mode. We don't have to worry about our vehicle getting stolen. So I like to park about 50 meters away from the fence, which is about what we are. And then like I said, we're on A2. We're at A2. This is a normal bunker. This is a standard bunker with mechs. Mechs, NPCs, puppets. Those are your main threats. Suicider puppets as well. We are on the north side of A2 bunker, which in my opinion is probably coming into the north side of A2 bunker is probably the easiest bunker to get into, in my opinion. You do have a hatch that you can go in up there, and you have the main door that you can go in right here. And we're actually getting ready to get a good timing to go in right now, because the mech's going to walk away. What I'm looking for is the mech to go that way, and then he's going to take a pause. But we don't have stealth, so we don't want to run. Let's jog. But he's going to go all the way over there, and then turn, and then walk down the hill. That's one of the reasons why I say this is the easiest one to get into, because he's got the biggest path. And we just got to kind of hide here in the corner. Make sure there's no puppets, which we have puppets. Punch. My punch button didn't work. Okay, so luckily that was all we needed, but for some reason my punch button didn't work when I punched him. That's why I take advanced brawling, is to have this little jab. I think my mouse is wearing out, but to have this little jab with my bow, that's one of the reasons why I take it brawling over anything else. The door is going to close by itself, so we're good there. And we'll get our arrows. But like I was saying, this is probably one of the better bunkers to get into, because the mech gives you such a long time to get into the bunker. So I like this one for newer players. There's some 308. Because I'm using the improvised rifle, I'm going to take the 308. Doesn't matter how crappy it is, it'll work in the improvised rifle. We did get hit by the puppet. We got 2 C1s, and we lost 4% of our health, which is not much at all. The C1s will heal on their own. You just got to watch for infections. There's a knife sheath, which we do not have yet. Now we can put our Bushman in there. Some vitamins. We'll go ahead and take those. Just eat them. And also, since there's a disposable mask here, I'm going to collect 5 disposable masks. And we're going to put them down here in our pants, since the pants can't carry much anyways. 5 of them is what the quest calls for. And that's what we're going to collect. There We're going to keep our bow at the ready. So as far as gunpowder goes, I am going to collect gunpowder. I want to collect gunpowder that is about 140 or better. That way we're saving space at our base. There's another knife sheath, which that one is better, but we're okay. There's some 45 ammo. So like this one, this is 120. We'll be all right. We'll pass on that one. I want to take 140 or better. That's just my personal preference. There's a 45 suppressor we can put with our Glock mag in case we get a Glock. Glock, however they call it in this game. And I'm just gonna kind of peek the corners, looking for puppets and NPCs. The door will shut on its own. We'll just let it do that. Advanced compass. That's a quest item. There's some 7.62. It's good ammo. There's a metal detector. That's a quest item, and it sells for decent money, but I don't like carrying them. There's night vision. Perfect. Actually, you know what? I will carry it until we find something better. If we take one of them out of here, it won't hurt. There's a VHS mag. That's good. Some 50 AE. That's good. Some hats. We can get cloth out of them, or rags, I should say. Now, while I'm dealing with these puppets, I want to shoot them in the weak spots since I'm still low on archery. But if there's a lot of them, I'm going to start aiming for heads. But the problem with aiming with heads too is you could miss. If you miss, that could be bad. Oh, look at that. There's a yellow screwdriver laying on the ground. Perfect. And a good pick. So, it was already worth coming in here. This, we don't need. We got plenty of bandages, so we don't need to make a raincoat right now. Paper. Could collect paper, but there's not really any point. There's a 100% good lighter. I will take one, so we have one for later. I could utilize these for the improvised magnifying glasses, which actually give you the ability to craft the improvised scope. But I really don't like the improvised scope. You can craft it if you want. Maybe I'll craft it for you guys just one time. I don't prefer to use it, but it is what it is. There's some glue. I will take 5 things of glue. The quest calls for 5 of them. And actually, since we got the yellow, we're gonna take some more bobby pins just in case we end up using it. There's a good pick. Some matches. Alright, nothing in the office. The padlocks, we don't need padlocks. Actually, yes I do. I need padlocks. I need 3 of them, I think, to make the lockpicking board. Yeah, I need 3. So I'm going to collect 3 just to make the lockpicking board so I can practice lockpicking. Sewing kit, perfect. I'll take it. What else is in here? Some gloves. I don't like those gloves. I like the fingerless gloves. We do have some beer and some cans in here. We could take some cans. We can make some things out of them. I'm gonna get rid of the cans first though. There's a lot of things that I'm carrying right now that I'm gonna get rid of if I find something better. There's one of those jackets. So if I put this jacket on, as you can see, it's 4 heat, but only carries 4 kilos. So it gives you more heat, but doesn't allow you to carry much. So we don't want that jacket. Here's something I can lockpick. So let's drop the yellow and these good picks so that I use what I have first. Oh, there's a key card in here. I didn't realize key cards were spawning in these bunkers. B2 key card too. Okay. And there's tactical armor as well, which we will switch with our improvised armor. I'm going to keep the improvised armor for now, though. I didn't realize key cards were spawning in bunkers at the moment. Interesting. I wanted to get 2 shots on him so that I level up my archery. There's some cheese. It's 75%. I'm going to show you where to get good cheese, though. Get my arrow out of him. If you shoot a puppet and you don't see all your arrows on the ground, just start looking for it sticking out of his body, and you can highlight it and pick it up. Some vitamins, we'll eat that. There's another mask. I'm going to collect 5 of these. There's some money. The money I'll put with the key card. Paper. Hemostatic dressing, that's a quest item. Scissors is a quest item. Burn gel, I'll take that. That's a quest item as well. Rags, or empty bags, I should say. But I use them for rags. Some painkillers. I'm gonna actually take these painkillers, 74%. I'm gonna just use them to clear up some space, and then maybe they'll help us with if we run into some NPCs anyway. So there's her. Pants. Okay, so this is a quest item as well, but you need a top with it. There's a scalpel. That's a quest as well, but not till later on. Cigarettes. Those will help with exhaustion, but you can also get nicotine poisoning. Good duct tape. I'm going to take it. Bread. We just picked up a sewing kit. We don't need it. Here's another mask. That gives us 3. There's another lock. That gives us 2. There's a gold lock that sells for good money. We don't really need them inside of the sandbox mode, but you can sell them. And there's our 3rd lock, so we don't need to pick up any more padlocks. Scissors, pants, nothing. Activated charcoal is expensive, and since we have this metal detector, I'm also going to collect this crutch. Just one. I'm gonna throw them on the ground if I find something great. So I'm gonna take the things I'm gonna keep, like this sewing kit, these locks, this lock, that lock. I'm gonna keep activated charcoal, and the glue. I'm gonna keep the glue for a quest, and then we're gonna take that crutch with us. Some of this stuff I'm gonna get rid of if I need to, like this ammo with 3 rounds. I'm gonna get rid of them if I need to. The burn gel we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep. The pants, if I don't find the top, I might get rid of it. Alright, let's keep going. Now, as you can see, we got the little red overweight sign at the bottom of our screen. That means we can no longer run. We can only jog. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my backpack here and on a hotkey. That way, I can push the hotkey, it'll go on the ground, and it'll give me the ability to run again. So, that's going to be there. We're going to utilize that at some point, I imagine. Let's keep going. We haven't even... We just barely made it into the bunker. We haven't even made it all the way through yet. Some more padlocks. We don't need those. There's a handgun, which we took our 1911 out. We can carry that one. Hat, we don't need that. There's some 38 ammo. We'll take it. We're going to take ammo just to sell it, if nothing else. Stab-proof vest. Stab-proof vest is good in abandoned bunkers against razors, if you have nothing else. There's some 45 ammo. We'll definitely take that. Nothing. hat. Another box of ammo. That's good. Let's see what we got. This door is not active. This one is. We'll get some cover in case we see some NPCs. Okay, so this is going to be a dead end. But we got stuff to search. There's a MAC 10 mag. That's good. If we find a MAC 10, we can load it up. Some more 9mm. There's another hiking bag. We could get greedy now, okay? Because we have the vehicle, not a bike, we could take this hiking bag and start filling it. So this will actually also help us keep the weight down. We'll put the metal detector in there. We'll put the crutch in there. The stuff we're going to keep in here. The locks, the suppressor, the compass, the burn gel will keep, the activated charcoal will keep. I'll keep the sewing kit, the gun, we're going to keep that, and I'm going to put it offset a little bit because it's an oddball space. These masks, they don't weigh much. I'm going to keep them on me. The armor, I'm going to keep it for now. We're definitely going to keep the mags and the boxes of ammo. We're going to keep this good lighter, the duct tape, some bobby pins, the good screwdriver, and the picks. That way I don't have to worry about putting them on the ground now. And we'll keep the gunpowder. Now, here's what I'm going to do. These 308 rounds are really good in this improvised rifle, but because I have 17 rounds of shotgun slugs, I think I'm just going to throw them on the ground, because these aren't worth anything, especially now that we're collecting good ammo. This ammo that I have here, I'm going to keep on me just to drag over and continue filling the stack if I find more. I'll keep the pop can and the magnifying glass as well as the pants. So the rest of the stuff I'll keep on me, and we are light again now. That puppet actually damaged my shirt. Let's fix that. The tactical vest makes us really heavy. That's one bad problem about having the tactical vest. The police tactical armor vest, I should say. And I believe we just used our last of our sewing kit, so let's go ahead and use that. Take that over there. Okay, everything looks good there. We're keeping the rest of this. This is going to help us in bandages. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put this card down here as well. That way it's kind of in safekeeping kind of thing. Yep. So now we'll fix the bag just in case, and we'll carry it. Now, one thing I'm going to say about carrying bags in a bunker: if you drop this bag, make sure a beeper or a suicide puppet does not blow up anywhere near this bag, because it will basically make the bag disappear and all the stuff that's in it. And right now we've got things in here that we absolutely don't want to lose. So the key card and the screwdriver by itself makes this bag super valuable. So do not leave it by a beeper. So there's some more 38 ammo, some 45 ammo, gunpowder, 45 uses. We take it. There's another mask. That gives us 4. We need 1 more. A tactical helmet. I will take it. This tactical helmet has the same value as the military helmet, but I like tactical helmet better. Combat helmet, I should say. There's a good holster. We could do one of two things here. I could switch this holster out. It went into my bag. Let me throw it on the ground. Now I can save space by putting this gun in the holster and then dragging it back into the bag. Now I just need to remember. I need to remember that gun's in there, because I like to forget about them sometimes. So that's one thing. That's one reason why I don't like doing it. But it does give us extra space. There's a stun grenade. That'll actually be helpful against NPCs. So we can put it in our anywhere. put it down here on one of our hotkeys and then click the hand icon that's right here, and that'll turn it into a throwing device. And then every time you push G, it'll throw it. It'll throw whatever thing you have down. Like if you have throwing knives down here, you can do the same thing. Put it in your hotkey and push the little hand, and then every time you push G, it'll use a throwing device. Now, it does get random orders at times, so you got to watch that. It tells you, as you can see at the bottom left of my hotkey bar down at the bottom, it is my next use item in my throw. It's got a G beside it. That means when you hit the G key, you're gonna throw that. So that's the ladder to the exit. We're gonna carry our bag to the next section. Carbon Hunter mag, I'll take that. There's another helmet. Okay. Make sure we don't have any NPCs out here. Looking good. Like I said, this door is disabled, so we're going back this way. Watch for NPCs. Looks good. And some puppets got mad in the hallway below us because I'm jogging. Okay, no NPCs. There's a combat shirt. I don't like that shirt. It gives you the same spots as what my shirt that I have already on does, the woodcutter shirt, so it's not that important. Alright, there's A2 cargo drop. So we got an A2 cargo drop in 10 minutes. So we need to try to be done with this bunker in about 10 minutes. That way we can head down there. Alright, we got some puppets here. Put this bag back here. I don't know how many's over there, so we'll just... Yeah, so he aggroed more puppets. So if you let them yell, they're gonna aggro the rest of the puppets. So you want to try to take them out quick. But I didn't want to walk up here and there be a possible beeper or anything being around the corner. You'll hear the beepers, but as you can see, there's more puppets here. And actually, this one here, I can search and might be able to get that shirt that I need. Yeah, we got the shirt. Perfect. So we'll add this. We'll add this with our pants. That's a quest item. Search him as well. We can probably get another set. Get a screwdriver. It's good enough. I did get another shirt. I am going to take the shirt. The shirt seemed to be a little harder to find sometimes than the pants, so I'm going to take the shirt. Alright, let's continue clearing out these here puppets. That hallway takes us to some medical rooms. We got a puppet in here. We'll shoot him in the vest. There's no other puppet around. I'm gonna shoot him in the vest so I get the XP for the archery skill. And no other puppets in there, so we'll leave it alone for a minute. I'm not gonna search anything until I clear out these puppets. Shut that door, just to give them one more reason to take time to come to me. Here's a puppet. Shoot him in the vest so you can level up your archery, unless there's more. Let's see what we got in here. No puppets in here. No puppets in there. Now that is going to take us to a whole nother section of the bunker, so we're going to go there last. Here's a puppet right here. Okay. So there's another yellow screwdriver. So coming to this bunker is going great already. There's some duct tape. The alcohol we can take for a quest. We really don't need it though. Ink pens are for mines mostly. You could sell it. I don't really pick them up unless I need mines. The bathrooms, you'll find rags and soap. I am going to pick up some soap. Soap is a quest item. I think it's 5. It might be 5 or 10 that you need. I can't remember. I haven't turned in soap for a long time. Look at that. There's a Desert Eagle, 357. We can put that in our holster. I always open up the doors. You can find stuff in here. There's a waste bag. We found that 357. So I always open up the doors and then walk by with my tab open. More soap. Open up the doors. There's another waste bag. There's my last mask. Okay, so we don't need any more mask. And there's another soap. We did both. Did both bathrooms. Candy Bob's. We'll go down here first. It's another puppet. There's basic archery. I want to get medium, but that's going to help a lot. I'm going to take this shirt as well. Another waste bag, we don't need it. Scissors. Paper. Bandages. This is going to be a quest. 79%, we're not going to use it. Hoodie, we don't need it. Duct tape, take it. More duct tape. Hemostatic dressing and bandages, so we'll take them. Quest items. So here's something that you want to think about. You have 2 different style of hazmat lockers. This one being the more square one, they are the easy ones to get into. The other one has like more rounded edges and is a lot bigger. I can't really show you right now, but this one is an easy lock to get into. So let's see what's inside of it. These are just like cargo drops, just like police stations, just like that. And okay, so we got a vintage hazmat suit. What I want is a modern hazmat suit, because if I get a modern hazmat suit, I can wear armor inside of the suit. I will take this suit because it's going to be valuable. It's going to give me about 3 grand. So I'm going to take it for now, being that money is a little bit of a factor at the moment. Waste bag, clothing, we don't need it. Batteries, good batteries, we'll take them. You could, you can't search them ones. There's some more bandages. We'll use as quests. The painkillers and potassium. Potassium does not sell as much as painkillers, and our painkillers are still in our system for a minute. I might take those in a minute. But the potassium, if I need the space, I'm gonna throw potassium on the floor first. They don't give you much money, but the activated charcoal, they do. Pins. Antibiotics is the same thing. Antibiotics, activated charcoal, and painkillers is what you want for money. It's a backpack. More clothes. There's some more hospital pants, so we'll take them. Some activated charcoal. Burn gel is a quest item. Antibiotics, good money, quest item. Vitamins, take them. We can always get our vitamins up. And I am done in here. Shut the door. We got one more room to search, and then we'll get our bag and go up to that other area. And here we are, medical locker. So the medical locker is an iron lock. It is a little harder than the, well, it's a lot harder than the rusty locks. So I have basic lock picking. I'm gonna give it a go. It didn't give me a good spot there. Here we go. We got it. Lockpicking is something that you're going to develop over time. I've been trying to figure out how to make a video for it, but I just can't narrow what's in my head down into a video. So at some point I will make a lockpicking video, but I'm still trying to figure out how to edit it and make it. So we got a jar of antibiotics. That's awesome. Those are like $1,500 right there. We've got an amp fuel, which is a quest item, and it can boost your intelligence. So if I drink it, it'll take me up to 4 intelligence for temporary purposes. And then we got Phoenix tears. This is going to be your lifesaver inside of Sandbox. If you get down to like you've got a bunch of stuff going on, or you know you don't think you'll be able to bandage everything in time, you take and inject yourself with the Phoenix tears, and everything is going to be cured. The other thing this is going to be good for in Sandbox mode is the ARS that you could get from radiation poisoning. If you get C4 radiation poisoning, then you can inject yourself with it, and you'll be right back to good as new. So that's probably the best use item for Sandbox. Best use of that item for Sandbox. Some more bandages. We're not going to use these, but we're going to keep picking them up, I guess. Some more bandages. I could use them. Being that I have as many as I do right now, there's 3, there's another 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 of them that I'm basically not going to use, but because we have so many, I may go ahead and use them over my good ones. So this room is done. Let's get our bag. And do we have any more room in our bag? Yes. Let's put this screwdriver in here. And we got lots and lots of shirts too. He's still upstairs. All right, let's go ahead and get our bag and go to the next room. So heading where we're heading now is a good spot for the NPCs to spawn. So I definitely need to be careful up here. And there sounds like there's at least 4 puppets up here too, so I'm going to go ahead and put the bag here for now. And I'm also going to put my bag here as well. That way I'm a little lighter. And we'll see what we got to deal with out here. There's 1 puppet so far. No problem. Deal with him. Let's see what else we got here. There's another puppet. Deal with her. There's another puppet. Deal with him. And there's another medical locker, but let's figure out where the rest of our puppets is so we can make sure we can get our bags closer to us. This door should be active. It is. Looking good there. There's the kill box. Swap corners. Keep looking for NPCs and puppets. Looking good. I'm gonna head to this box up here. Look for more NPCs, puppets. Looking good. Okay, so this is a dead end. Can't open this door. So let's go back and get our bag. It's clear this way. We'll get both of our bags. That way they're safe in this corner. Let's see if we can get back in that door before it closes. Indiana Jones. Okay. So, this hiking backpack should be pretty much full. We got a couple spots we can put things in here. Let's do the duct tape. Let's go ahead and put the money in there. We can always put some more in later. And I'm gonna drop this suit. No, we'll keep the suit on us. Actually, we've only got 2 more spots to fill in this backpack. I'll just do this. I'll put those in there, and then we'll leave both bags here. Actually, I need that bag for this room. We've got an armory. What's that? So there's another one of those jackets. So if I put this jacket on, as you can see, it holds 5 kilos and has 3 heat. So it holds half the weight and has the same heat. So another benefit why this one's better. Same heat, more weight. Bedroll is a quest item. I'm actually going to try to take it for now. There's some more ammo we can put on our stack that we have. Just double click it. There's a K6 helmet. Better than the combat helmet. There's some more ammo. Now, if you have ammo of this type already in your bag, you want to drag it to the ground and then double click it so it'll autofill it. There's another stun grenade. We can use it against NPCs. 42. We'll use that. We'll save that. That's a quest item. Shotgun shells. We'll take those. Those will be useful if we run out. We'll take that. Okay, so we got lockers we can pick here. These are easy locks. I guess I can try to explain. I got basically 11 seconds to try to explain this before it kind of goes. But what you want to do when you're lockpicking is try to tap F as quick as possible until you find, well, not as quick as possible, but like tap it and let go as quick as possible until you find that spot where the pick starts to move. So like I'm gonna go all the way to the right when I start the lock, and then I'm gonna just tap F until I find the spot where it opens. So all the way to the right, tap. See there I found the spot. Now we're just gonna keep tapping until it gets all the way down, just like that. So I'll do it again. I'm gonna go all the way right to the start. Tap. There's the spot, and just keep tapping and moving your mouse until it gets better. Try not to make that noise. You'll hear it here when I do this one. This noise here. Hear that tick 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 tick? That's the noise you don't want it to make. And then you just keep moving your mouse until you find it. We're too far. We failed that one. Trying to show it off, but tap. There it is. And it changes every time, so don't think you can put the pick back in the same spot where you thought it was. So it changes every time. We'll do it one more time. Tap. Oh, here, click. You don't want that. Keep moving the mouse. It's hard to explain and show at the same time. That's why I say I have a hard time figuring out how to make a video of it. There's a carbon hunter. We have a mag for it. That explosion was one of the drones. Nothing to worry about. There's another AK-74. It's a good gun. There's an MK-18. Okay, we're probably definitely taking that one. And there's an AK-15. So now we have some decisions to make. All these guns are really good, especially since they're valuable. If we found a weapons cleaning kit, that would be even better to us. So the question is what do we leave and what do we take? So we've got basically 2 hiking backpacks filled with stuff. So the decision I'm going to make is that alcohol is not important. All these bandages that we have are not important. We can, as you can see, we can get them anytime. The extra shirts that we have are not important. I actually have I have multiples of these, and we can get them at the hospital. The potassium, they're not important to us really. We can drop those. Antibiotics is important. Painkillers is important. Potassium is important. Those are important. You know what? I am going to take this one because we're still on level 1, tier 1 quest. So I am going to take the tier 1 quest items. The soap. So I'm going to keep this 10 use, but I'm going to get rid of the rest of these, even though they're a quest item. I'll find something else to quest with. This I am going to keep. The ammo. So I'm not worried about 9 rounds of 9mm. I'm not worried about 3 rounds of 7.62 or 5 rounds of 38. I will, however, keep these other stacks that are almost full. The screwdrivers are good to us. These batteries are good to us. Let's see what else we don't need. That's all usable. These are not. We'll be able to pull bandages out of our butt later in life. Don't worry. We'll put these down here. Let's see. Do I have another spot? I do. Okay, so here's where this jacket is going to come in handy. Okay. This bedroll is a quest item. I would like to take it. And actually, let's see what we can do here first. This can go here. This can go here. These are our biggest ones. What else can we get rid of? We could take the amp fuel. Actually, let's just do that. Let's take the amp fuel. I have to take the K6 off to do it. Let's take the amp fuel. This is going to boost our intelligence to 3. It's going to help us level up a little bit quicker with our archery and stuff. So that's going to give us a little bit there. I'll move these up. I'll move these down. If I find a toolbox, I can gain another spot there. The bandages, let's see. Phoenix Tears we're keeping. The mask. So I'm gonna get rid of the mask. We're not on the medical trader yet, so we're just gonna get rid of them for now. And then I'm gonna move my bandages up here. Try to move these down here somewhere. That way, what I can do is carry, if I do this, I can carry this gun. So we're still going to run into an issue because of the triple carry. I could take the risk and leave my improvised shotgun because I can make this at any time. And I've already dropped a lot of money's worth of stuff. Let's put our helmet back on. So let's take, and we'll take the MK18 out here real quick. I'm gonna pick up these picks. We'll take the MK18 and put it out here, and we'll take this pick. I'll leave this stuff in here for a minute. Being that we're in sandbox mode, if I find another good backpack, I might come recollect all of it, and then we'll just make 2 runs. The UMP mag, that's actually not a bad find. Put that on the ground here. Put it by our bag. It's a compass, that's good money. Not anything else. So grinding stone. We could fix our Bushman. It's not going to be fixed all the way. And that's a quest item. There's another mag for our block. That's we'll find a block. We'll get those going. All right, now here's an MRE. The tuna MREs aren't bad. They don't give you a lot of fat and they give you some protein. But the thing is we have bread. We don't need the MRE. Let's see what else we find. There's a 30-06 suppressor. That'll actually, we can actually take that and put it on here. There we go. Gunpowder, another helmet. There's some more ammo, which actually we do have some of it. Let's take it and it'll add to our stack down here. Grenade launcher round. Okay. 38's gone. We're taking that. Pistol light. We can't put it on that. This is a quest item. I do want that. There's a backpack. Okay, there's what we're looking for. Let's put our stuff in there. And then let's take these. I want these. I want 2 of these for quest. The pills, let's see. Let's take the shirts. The shirts are a little hard to find. Let's put this on the ground here real quick, see what we got. The shirts are a little hard to find. The ammo I'm not worried about. Let's take 3 of these, actually. Yeah, okay. The rest of that I'm not too concerned about. Okay. The UMP mag we will take. The Glock mag we will take. I'll take the sharpening stone. Okay. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to take this bag and we're going to drag this other one here. You still want to pay attention. I'm listening to the bunker right now. So you want to pay attention to what's going on in the bunker, but we're going to drag this here. To there. We're going to put this one here, and we're going to finish searching some more ammo. I will capitalize on that. Okay, so we got a full stack there. And I'm gonna attempt to take this other ammo too, because actually I think what I'll do is I'll put this down here and I'll put these. Let's move these down here. So many decisions. I want to take this as well. Let's put it here for a moment. We'll put it over here. SVD mags, Desert Eagle mags, flare. We're right by the exit, so this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. We're not far from the exit at all. There's a smoke grenade. I'll take the smoke grenade too. I'm just showing you how much you can actually do here. I don't need to do all this, but let's make sure we don't have any NPCs in here. Drag our bags on this side of the wall. Like that. Just keep searching. There's some good pants, so we will trade. We'll leave those there. Dial lock is good money. UMP mag. Pistol. M9 pistol. That's a quest item, and we could utilize that. Okay, I'm full on meds. There's not... unless we pick up a screwdriver, which looks like there's one in here. No, that's an apple. Unless we pick up a screwdriver or a pack of bandages in here, I really don't need anything in here. That's a tomato, actually. Yep, we don't need anything in here at the moment. We're pretty much right where we need to be. I do want to check for the Phoenix tiers. We got another Phoenix tier, so that was worth it. There's not going to be anything else in here. Let's do one more thing, and then we're pretty much done. There's some butter. Okay, let's move our stuff up here again. I need to get the MK18. Now, if I was in a PvP server, I definitely would not be here this long. We would be we would already been gone by now. This is just capitalizing on what we have here, so this is all PvP movements, or PvE movements, I should say. this stuff would definitely not be going on in PvP servers. But because we're doing it, I want to show you what you could be doing. You may get lucky with a screwdriver or something in there. All right, let's see about NPCs on the other side of the store. They look good for the moment. Let me grab that. I'm overweight again too. Let me grab this. And let's check. Oh, we checked that. Let's see if we can get another backpack. There's another pack of bandages. That's a solid find. Put them on the ground for the moment. There's a puppet. Take these vitamins. And we got to take our helmet off to eat them. Let's take care of these puppets. Just like that. And then through this door here, this is our exit. So we're pretty much good after this place. After this hallway. Stab-proof vest. BCU lock, that's expensive. Oh, those are my favorite gloves, color and all. Those are the ones I want. These, so I choose these because I don't have to take them off to lockpick. You can just lockpick normally with them on. Okay. So we got nothing else here, and the only thing I want to check after this is this room here. There's a K6 helmet right there on the ground. If we're lucky, we'll end up with another backpack. A lot of this stuff is worth good money. I do want that. That's a quest item. So I'm gonna drop 5 rounds of 9mm for that box of ammo. There's 9mm, so we dropped at 9mm anyway. And actually, I'll just trade. Let's see, 80, 80, 90, 90. We're getting ready to use bobby pins, so let's unlock these. See what we get. There's a 249. So now we're really running into room issues now. There's an AK and a mag for our AK-74. A SCAR. And a Mosin, which is a quest item. Some gloves, holster, flare. Okay, so this has got some good stuff that I want as well. So 249, AK, the AK mag. We've got lots of bobby pins. I'm just gonna leave the bobby pins there. There's the Car 98, or not the Car 98, the Mosin and the SCAR. So that should be everything in this room that I want. And I don't think there's any more lockers to unlock. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to take these guns, and I'm going to take the ones that I want first. So that and that can stay. I don't need them. I want the MK18. I want the AK. I want the SCAR, and I want the Mosin. The 249 I would like to have as well, but as of right now, these are the 3 main guns that I want. And we'll put the Phoenix tiers down here, and let's put these bandage packs in here, put the mag in there, What else we got? We are loaded to the brim here. I am going to take this holster because I can get a leather holster, a leather skin out of it, an animal skin out of it. So I do want that holster. The pistol, we are loaded on pistols now. I can actually take this AK, put that there, and then I think I could probably squeeze this one in. I don't think I can squeeze any of the other ones in. They're all too big. Can I squeeze this one here? Nope. I could definitely squeeze the scar. If I did the scar and this and this, let's just take it. Well, the rest of these are important to me, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out, I'm going to empty my backpack, I'm going to come in and grab the rest of this stuff, and or actually no, I'm going to drop my whole backpack and grab the rest. No, I am going to empty my backpack. Let's just take this one with us. We're heavy anyways, we're coming back for this stuff. It all should be here for a few minutes. You see how fast we can move, though. That's the problem. We're about almost, well, we are 30 kilos over our weight limit. No NPCs, we're good. No NPCs there, we're good. Here's our exit. Now what I'm going to do is come up to the top of the ramp here, and I'm going to go into focus mode. You have to know your button. And I'm going to listen to the mech. So as of right now, the mech is walking from left to right, by the way it sounds. I want him to walk from right to left. Which is what he's doing right now. So I'm going to get into the corner, open the door, look, see where he's at. He did. He walked right to left. And we're going to try to be quick about this. And we're going to go straight up, try to get out of his line of sight. Nope, too late. If we drop the bag, we could drop the bag. We could drop this bag too and let him calm down. Get out of here. Let him calm down. That's the bad part about running or being overweight. You'll have to leave a bunch of stuff. So all that stuff will be there for a minute though. So don't worry about it. Just take your time. And we'll offload some of this stuff here into the car that we're keeping. This is going to make us lighter. Keep the Phoenix tiers. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need any of this for the moment. And actually, we're kind of late for our drop too. So I don't know if we kind of forgot about that. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my gun for the moment. I'm going to keep my bow just in case it puppets. I would like to have a different armor to do this, but let's see if we have a toolbox in here we can utilize to at least fix it. We don't. Okay, so we are lighter. What we're going to do next is let him walk away. He's back on path. He's good. We're going to go up here where we dropped our stuff. We're going to let him walk his path. His lights are yellow. As soon as he turns, we're going to go in and pick up maybe both of our bags at the same time. There he turns. Run in. Start jogging a little bit. There's one. There's our other bag. And we're going to leave. Should be good. Now we got one bag inside and then guns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this armor back on because it's like half the weight of this armor. See, it's 13 kilos. It's not half, but it's close. We'll put this bag on, empty what we got, take our armor and put that on, and put that in there, empty what we got. We'll grab our improvised rifle again since we're going into the bunker. And yeah, that drop was gone, so we were way too late. So next drop maybe. Alright, we'll let him walk his path. We're gonna follow him in. We're gonna not run, we're gonna jog because we don't have any stealth. He can hear us. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna run, and then right about here, I'm gonna jog. Run a little bit. Oh, he heard us. Just run, get in the corner. He's gonna take time to walk. Then we're gonna run all the way to the bottom. Don't even worry about the door. Get our gun out in case we got NPCs. Yep, looks good here. Good here. So he's still mad. We just gotta remember that. Alright. So we'll grab our helmet. We'll grab the 249. This is gonna make us overweight again, so. And let's take put this down here and we'll carry that. And we got everything we wanted. So we are overweight again. So because I ran so close to him, he heard us. Like I said, we don't have any stealth. So the higher stealth you have, the closer you can get to him while running. And it's a good thing to kind of crouch around in the bunkers to get your stealth up. I'm not too overly concerned with stealth myself personally, but if you go through these bunkers crouched around, you're gonna build your stealth up pretty quick. So as you can see, we were at 8%. Now we're at 9. Get ready to be at 10. And you know you can build your stealth pretty quickly if you just crouch a good bit. Okay, so we're gonna listen to him again. So he's walking left to right. And now he's walking right to the left, by the way it sounds. You can open the door. Oh, we're a little late. Okay. You can open the door and watch too. If you lay right here, he won't see you. Now we could do this so that we can run. I could, let's see. Okay, so that makes us not overweight. So what I can do is put this on our hotkey. We're not overweight. We should be able to just full sprint. And as soon as he walks his path, which he's coming, then we can just run out if we really want to. He saw us. Gotta get a little lower. And we could take the other exit as well. So he's gonna go. We'll get it close to it here. I'm not sure what path he's on now. He's on a weird path now. Okay, there he goes. This is the path we want. Jog, jog, jog. Run. Straight up and out. And then what we'll do is we'll drop our bag in here and go get our other one. Because he's going to be on that path that we want him on right now. As soon as he turns, we're going to go in. I'm a little hot. I'm going to take this off. And he's going to turn right now. And we're going to follow him in. Grab the bag. And we're just going to wait for him to go on his path. Yeah, he's seen us. Looks like he's going to try to go on top of the bunker there. We might try something a little different. I know he's coming back. Oh, he got me once. This is where those painkillers would have came in. And we made it outside the fence, so we're good. I'll just take some of these here bandages. Just got to make it outside the fence. Bandage up. And he shot me in the leg. That's why I couldn't run, because he shot me in the leg. Usually he shoots center mass. Alright. We're going to open up our cut if we're not careful. Just got to get to the car. And let it heal a little bit. If we try to exert ourselves, like run, then we're gonna try to open up. We're gonna open up our cut if we don't let it heal a little bit. So. All right. So we missed the drop, and I think what we'll do is we'll go back to base and kind of get some stuff organized. Take a minute to organize some things. And then go to a trader. All right, so that was a successful. That was pretty successful. I mean, we had one hiccup, which was getting shot by the mech, but that's not a deal breaker, to be honest. Let's still got a little bit of healing to do. We're back. We're in recovery, so we can move around some. It's just gonna take a minute if I keep moving. All right. So the first thing I want to do, I want to build 4 more chests, so that I can get things organized with traders. So we'll do 4 chests, 1 for each trader. You got general armor, mechanic, doctor. And that's what we're going to do. I've got a quest box already, so these can go in the quest box. This can go in a quest box. And this can go in the, yeah, we can use it. We can use it. So how much scrap we need? We need 8. 8. Okay. There's 8 for you. 8 for you. 8 for you. And 7 for you. Then we need nails, which we have tons of. Nails, 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 nails. And we need toolboxes, which we should have a decent amount of. Okay. Put that back in there. And then we need some lead plate. And like I said, we're going to do one for each trader. So this is Jin, the general. This is armor. We have the mechanic and the doctor. Now, the reason I do it this way is because when I sort loot, so all the loot that we just got, typically what I do is I carry this dump box around right here like this, and that dump box, I'll carry it around from place to place, you know, looting and do that, and then I'll dump everything in the dump box, and then when I get back to base, I will take everything in here and separate it by trader. So let me get the scrap box out of my way so that I got one less box in my view. And then we'll put these boxes. And then I also keep the quest box as well. So we'll do the quest box here. We do the general here, the armor, the mechanic, and the doctor. And then what I'll do is, like the rest of this stuff, I'll throw in the dump box. This is stuff I typically keep. This is dump box. And this backpack is a quest item, so throw that in there. But the rest of the stuff I have in the car, throw a backpack on. So like this stuff can all go in the dump box. All this, I'll keep that in there. All this stuff can go in the dump box. Okay. So we've got the vehicle unloaded now. Yep, we got the vehicle unloaded. So then we have the dump box. I'll take it back inside. And then I'll just sort through all the stuff that's in the dump box into its prospective place. Now, it's going to take you a little while to learn this. This doesn't come by overnight kind of thing. It takes a minute. But once you get the system down, it's pretty good. But the reason I do it this way is I take all the stuff in the dump box and I'll drop it into its prospective box. You know, medical stuff, armor stuff, medical, armor, general, armor. I'll take all this stuff and drop it in here. And that way when I get cabinets going, I can take all the stuff. I can just take one of these boxes and take the things that I want out of it and put it in each cabinet, and then take the entire box to the trader and sell the rest of the things that's in the box to that specific trader. So instead of pulling out the dump box and going, okay, what am I selling today? Yeah, we can pick this, we can pick that. Instead, I'll just go in here and say, okay, this screwdriver I want, the bobby pins I want, the nails I want, and I'll go put these in boxes, and the rest of this crap I can sell at the general store. And it makes it, in my opinion, a little easier for me. I don't know if it'll help you, but that's what helps me. So I'm going to sort through this stuff real quick, and then we will go to the trader. All right, we just take a quick break here. I did get everything sorted, and I'm gonna show you that in a minute, but I need to get some food and water first. All right, we gotta take this K6 off every time you drink and eat. So easy if you just put it on a hot bar and make sure you got a space for it. You can just do it that way. I'm gonna get some food and water. I did sort everything. I have a little bit of stuff to sell. But one thing I do want to say is that for me personally, you can play the game however you want. You could take and sell, sell the stuff, utilize the trader. Just because I'm playing the game one way don't mean you have to play it the same way. But you can take all the stuff we just have, sell it, set yourself up very well and get yourself established as far as, guns, gear, armor, and stuff like that go. Personally, I try to use the trader as least the least amount of as I can, and I like to find all my stuff. So what I typically do is I will find everything that I need to utilize it, and go from there. And what I mean by that is I have some stuff in here that, let's see, here's the dump box. I'm gonna go and sell this stuff. The ghillie suit I really don't need in PVE. You can use it if you want to. All these meds, if I cannot put them into a trader quest, I'm going to just go ahead and sell them because they're just going to sit here and deteriorate in my quest box. I do have quite a bit of things in quest. The guns, I'm gonna save this one and the Mosin that we found because it's a quest item at some point, level 2, I believe it is, and I also have multiples of them. So there's another Mosin and there's another AK-74. So I want to try to collect one of each gun during the Sandbox series, see if we can do that. So that's kind of what I did, and we can set these up. I could go buy weapons repair kits and fix these, or the pieces and parts to fix them. But I'll end up finding weapon repair kits as we go and fix this stuff up. And the other thing I'll do is if I'm going to sell a gun, I'm probably going to fix it up then sell it so that you can get the most amount of money out of it. We don't have much as far as the mechanic goes, except for these batteries. These batteries we can actually break down into lead plate, as you can see here. You just need to have a hammering tool to break them down, and then we'll use the lead plate for killing mechs later. So, like I said, this stuff here will sell. The general store, we don't have a lot of stuff in here. We have a couple things. I'm gonna take this and fix my helmet. I'm gonna utilize this armor for now until we get some of our weight off us and we can carry more weight and stuff. That way we can run and we don't have to worry about carry capacity and everything like that. Plus, being the fact that we're not playing PvP, we really don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about armor as much as we would as if we were playing PvP. The NPCs can be a problem, but as long as you got some basic armor on you and some toolboxes, you'll be fine. Like I said, the good duct tape we are going to save for now. This is going to be a quest item, but I don't want to get rid of all these good packs of duct tape, especially since I need 10. And honestly, if we have, we'll see, there's 10 right there. So all of the duct tape we have will be gone except for 2 rolls if we go and trade in this for a quest. And honestly, I'm not interested in giving him 10 rolls of duct tape for the little bit amount of money that he can give us. So I'm not doing that. The rest of this stuff is all going to be usable for the minute, so I'm not going to take the boxes individually to the trader. We're just going to take this quest box and then this couple of little things here that we have to sell. We're gonna make some pretty hefty amount of money. I mean, just between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we've got about 10 grand, almost 15 grand sitting in this box just right here, just these couple items. So the activated charcoal, the painkillers, the antibiotics, the locks, the hazmat suit, the ghillie suit. This is the BCU lock. This is all valuable stuff. So we're gonna make a hefty amount of money to get money in our bank right from the get go. Plus we have the quest box, which is going to give us some more money because I'm pretty sure we can at least get to another general store quest, tier 1, maybe get to the mechanic, or maybe get to the armor and the mechanic out of this. I do have that M9, which the M9 is also, I, I I could trade this in for a quest. Let's see, right, quest box right here, and then where'd that flashlight go? I think I put the flashlight, or I already put the flashlight in here. We do have a M9 flashlight that I picked up. That's a quest item as well. So if we get at least this and this, that's 2 quests towards going to our next tier 2 anyway. So we have that. The doctor. The reason I'm going to sell the meds is if I can't do them as a quest right now, I'd rather collect the money from them. And you got about 7 grand worth of pills just right there. So that's worth selling if I can't turn them in as quests. So I'm just going to get rid of them. The uh, tourniquet. I'm gonna save this tourniquet. It is a quest item, but because it's 100%, this is gonna come in clutch at some point. So like if I go to an abandoned bunker and I need to bandage up like my arm or my leg, this thing is going to go on and heal my wound quicker than using these emergency bandages. So being that it's 100%, we're just gonna go ahead and keep it for now. And actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, I thought I had 100% hemostatic dressing, and yeah, there's a pressure dressing, so we're gonna save that one and that one. Those are 100% too. We're saving those, so we're gonna save those for later on down the line as well. So we're not gonna turn those in for quest. We've got others to use anyways. And then I did put the boxes of bullets in here. You need 3 boxes of bullets. So like if he wants 9mm, you're gonna need 3 boxes. If he wants 38, you're gonna need 3. If he wants 45, you're gonna need 3. We've got like 1.9, 245, and 38s. We've got a decent amount. But if I need to use some, I could just pull some out of the quest box. So I'll probably end up making about 3 quest box. You know, one for just these little square items, another one for these oddball items like you know, these needles and stuff like that, and then another one for these big quest items. So I usually make about 3 quest box and then do it that way. So I'm gonna get these boxes out. We're going to run over to the trader. We're gonna run over to the trader, and on the way, we're actually going to hit the B3 secret bunker, which is right here, because we got that key card out of the bunker. So we're gonna hit the B3 secret bunker on the way as well. So I'll take the quest box, take my dump box, and I did sort my screwdrivers and stuff out already. We have a lot of screwdrivers now. We have a lot of screwdrivers now. So getting into any bunker is not going to be a problem. Let's see. So here's the screwdriver bag. Yeah, we've got 4 yellows that have over 30 uses, and a couple that have over 5, and then a bunch of reds. So I only need 4. I need 4 uses of screwdrivers for the secret bunker. And then we can put this back in here. And then I got some good picks in here as well. So we're doing quite well with screwdrivers. Put my helmet back on. I did put a battery inside of my night vision, so I need to make a battery charger at some point. What else do we have going on here? We got our gun. We've got our Bushman. Everything else is good. We just ate, so we got 2 uses of bread left, which the bread is kicking ass. We'll just say it. Well, the bread is doing quite well. So what else did we have in here? We had, oh yeah, our backpack. We got our armor. I'm gonna use that maybe for going into an abandoned bunker, because I'm probably gonna come out heavy. But we have the key card for the B2. Oh, this is B2. I thought it was B3. B2 secret bunker is down here. Okay. Well, if that's the case, maybe what we'll do, I want to go to the bunker before I go to the trader in case there's something in there that I want to sell. So I think we'll go down to B2 trader, and then maybe we'll head over to A0 trader after that, because I want to level up all the traders anyway. It's just a matter of time and opportunity kind of thing. Let's jack this up, see how messed up the car is. Oh, not bad, not bad. We can get more. Let's fix it up a little bit. Way we don't lose our bumpers and stuff. Wheels. We don't. I think we have a spare wheel. Maybe we don't. I got to move the jack to the opposite side of the car in order to fix the left wheel. So as you can see here, the jack is on the right side of the car, and we need to put it on the left side of the car in order to fix the left wheel. Oh, nope, don't do that. Put that back on. You didn't. Service. And fix it. Okay. So what we'll do is we will go over to the secret bunker. I got more cash. I got $1,000 in cash right there. This is a spare backpack. I might actually switch backpacks for my screwdrivers. So I can put this stuff in here. Got an extra pair of bandages. We do have a spare wheel. We need fuel. Let me put that at the top so I can get fuel. And yeah, let's go over to the secret bunker, and then we'll head over to A0 trader and see where we are from there. I got everything. I do. Let's shut our door. All right. I shall see you at the bunker. They don't want to let me get fuel, man. Watch the puppet beat him up. There you go. I know why they're fighting. I'll go get fuel. Got another puppet. I'll take care of that one. Oh, he lived. Oh, he got me. Got me in the leg. See what he's got. Maybe he's got some extra arrows for me. He's got one good arrow. I hope they fix that one day. They get a better stack. Okay. That's one other thing I wanted to show you, which is I needed fuel for one. Let me get my card out. I don't know if I have enough, to be honest. We might. We're gonna get extra money here in a minute anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up, and then I also want to fill this up because I told you we could fill it up. So you go over to the propane at the gas stations, and you should be able to, walk up and it says fill portable gas stove with propane. Fill it up, and now you can literally get your pan out. You can put this on the ground, put your pan on it, and you can cook some of the recipes on the go if you really want to. So you can keep this on you, turn it on, and then it's got the fire and you can cook some meat. I don't have any meat right now, but if you keep one of these on you, you can just cook meat on the go. So you don't need to worry about it then. Turn it back off. And it usually lasts, if you're cooking small meals like meat or veggies, this is pretty good. But if you're cooking big meals, then it doesn't last very long. So it might give you about a half hour to an hour of food cooking, but you just gotta try it out. I know I tried to cook some big meals on it one time, and you had to fill it a couple times. So just depends on what you want and how your cooking skill is. So we are full on fuel now, and I shall continue going back to the secret bunker. Seen a Rager back here, and it does not have our headlight. I think we're down to, what are we down to? We got a passenger seat now, so we're down to a headlight. We need one headlight. I didn't see if this thing had an engine. It does have, oh wait, hold on. It does have an engine and a battery. So actually, you know what? We're gonna take the battery. The battery is something that I need. Move. I could get it going. I have another alternator for it. But I'm going to keep the battery. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and take the headlights too, because we need them for our cabin. So let's move our headlights, because we need these lights in order to make other lights right here. So you can utilize any headlight or brake light or any kind of flashlight or anything like that to make the lights from the DLC that I have. So I'm going to take the lights. Honestly, I didn't even see if we had a third brake light. I wonder if we have one or not. Let's see. Yeah, we do. We're good. Okay. Take this in there. To the bunker. You know what? I just had another thought. Since I already took stuff out of it, I don't plan on making another Rager. Let's take the front bumper too. I'm sure I'll need it at some point. Sometimes these are a little hard to find. There it is right there. But anyways, I made it about halfway. I made it about to this town here before I realized that I said I had a B2 key card, and then I had to turn back around, kind of come back and come back this way. The B2 key card is literally right beside the base. So we'll see what we got here, and then we might just head to, it's easier just to go to B4 from here, so we might just go to B4 Trader after this. See what we got. I'll put a link in the description for scummaps.com in case you guys are having some issues finding these bunkers. They are a little tricky to find. I remember where they are because they used to be abandoned bunkers or normal bunkers where what used to be in their place. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to bundle up the rest of these. This is going to be perfect amount of picks for a cargo drop. And the card is now expired, so we can't use it anymore. And you can't sell these. In some community servers, you can sell them, which is big in my opinion, because let's see what we get. We're doing good so far. We got a VHS 2 and a pair of MVGs. That's good. There's a K6 helmet and a UMP. That's good. So far, this bunker's being good. There's another helmet. That's good. And we'll go ahead and take that. There's another pair of MVGs. Man, this bunker's being really good today. Usually they're not as good as this is. They're usually pretty weak, in my opinion. But right now they're doing really good. Some ammo. That's good. Some more ammo. That's good. They've had to adjust these because this is abnormal from what they used to be. More ammo. Mine. TNT. Oh wow. There's their AK. Holy crap. We got some good stuff here. We got some really good stuff here. This is probably the best secret bunker I've ever been into. So they must be adjusting the bunkers because they were never this good. I'm impressed. This is really good. This is a really good find here. What we got. I don't need this. Actually, let's put this here. Let's put these down here somewhere, and then I should be able to put this there. Yep. Put this anywhere now. Need to fix these pants. Yeah, this is probably the best loot that I have ever found in a secret bunker. Hands down. Hands down. The fact that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guns. This is a quest item. 5 guns, 2 pairs of NVGs, 2 helmets, a TNT, that and a mine. That is huge. That is huge. I've never been into a bunker, never been into one of these secret bunkers, and they have had this much stuff. There's another helmet actually. There's another helmet. So 3 helmets. There's some gunpowder. Yeah, that is really good. That's a really good find. That's a really good find. Really good bunker. I've not seen these that good. So they have to be adjusting loot because they've never done that well on a bunker. Well done, devs. Well done. I applaud you on that one. Okay, we're full on stuff here. Let's just throw this stuff in the car. I could throw it in the dump box, I guess, instead of throwing it in the car. Where's the dump box? The NVGs are quest items as well. TNT, we'll probably just sell it. I don't have any use for it. That's a really good, that was a really good find. I'm very impressed with that. Okay, let's head to B4 Trader. All right, made it to the trader. Let's see. So, we have
see you later.
We have quite a few things to sell, which are these. Well, these are quest items first, which in that case, the only things that are quest items at the moment are going to be these, one of those, and one of those. These other ones are tier 3 and tier 2 quest. Let's see, the gas mask is going, the suit is going because I want a yellow suit, I want a modern suit, not a vintage suit. The rest of the stuff is staying. Honestly, I really don't need mines. I really don't need mines or TNT for sandbox mode. This is raiding stuff and this is anti-raiding stuff. So we really don't need that. That's a quest item. The K6 helmet will keep. I'll probably have 2 of each. I can sell this helmet because I have K6 helmets. I don't need that. So the rest of the stuff is staying. So let's see what we have as far as quests go at the general store.
Welcome. Could you help me with these?
We have a grinding stone, bobby pins, 2 batteries, air conditionings, needle, and duct tape. So I'm going to take the needle, the bobby pins, and probably the batteries. Those are going to be the easiest ones to do and the easiest ones to continue
Hope you
collecting.
change your mind. Make sure this stuff.
And then that's going to open up the armory. So we need 3 quests at each trader to open up the other armory, or the other trader. So bobby pins, let's see, here's 2 batteries, 1, 2. Here is a needle, and here is, we'll steal one out of here. Here's bobby pins. Okay. So let's go in here real quick and sell this stuff so I can open up my backpack a little bit. I have my card. No.
No loitering. You either buy or get lost.
There's my card.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make a lot of money just on this stuff here.
Stranger.
First off, $2,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. There's another $1,000 basically. So there's how much is that? That's $7,000 already. And then when you sell stuff, make sure you put it in your bank first. Unless you're gonna make a big purchase that you need, you'll use all the cash. Put it right in your bank first, because if you get cash and then try to deposit the cash into the bank is going to take 2% of your money. And if you try to deposit cash into an ATM outside of the world, then it's going to take 5%. So, all right, let's open up these bobbies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'll take all of them out. Let's put it down here. We'll take all of them out, bundle what we don't use up. Come on now. There we go.
Welcome. Could you help me with these?
Bobby pins. Accept the quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Could you help me with these?
2 batteries. Bam, bam. And needle.
I would be really grateful if you could do it with haste.
Okay, so that we are at B4 trader. So that having 3 quests done opens up our armory. And once we have 6 quests done, we can do tier 2s after that. So let's go see what the armory wants. Oh, wait, hold on.
All good here, friend. But here's what I got.
Locks. There's $4,000 just in locks. $3,600. Put it in our bank. Yeah, we're up to $12,000 already, just in the little bit of stuff that we had. All right, so we're hoping for 38, an M9, and an M9 flashlight. M9 flashlight.
Here is what I got for you.
45. We do have 3 boxes of 45, and we can do the blunt tools. That's not hard. So let's do the M9 flashlight. I know we have that one.
The sooner you get this done, the better. If I don't see you again. Hi. Yeah. See you later.
So M9 flashlight, and then we have 1, 2, 3 boxes of 45 we can use. Let's bundle these up. I wish we had a. I wish he wanted a box of 38 because we had 38. Quest.
Hello. Good work. Keep it up.
And 3 boxes of 45.
Good work.
There we go.
Keep it up.
And then I think what we'll do is we'll take the blunt tools and we will see what we have.
How's it? Goodbye.
As far as blunt tools goes, we have that as a blunt tool. I think we'll just use this. We'll use this. We'll run to town real quick and blunt tool some puppets. Put this in here. I need 7 puppet kills. Let me see if I can sell that card. See if they change that as well.
What's up? Guns come unloaded. Security reasons. That thing registered?
Still sells for $0.
Nobody
So
cares.
I wish you could sell these key cards, but I'm happy with what they gave us in the bunker on that run. Hopefully all the bunkers are like that now. I'm gonna run to town really quickly and actually let's just drive. I want to try to open up all the traders at this trader tonight.
Get lost.
All right, we'll park right here. Let's see if we can find 7 puppets. We don't need the backpack. We'll take that. We don't need that. Let's take that. We don't need the backpack. Oh.
Don't trouble me.
He's got 1 wooden metal tip arrow. I wish they came in better stacks. I would switch all my arrows out. Oh, shit. Oh, he got me. I'm trying to shoot him I'm shooting his body so I can level up my archery. Otherwise, I'd just shoot him in the head. It gave me a C1 bleed. It's okay. $40. Not bad. See, is there any more? How about that? I'm looking for puppets, guys. I don't want... There's a puppet. There's a puppet. Couple puppets. Good. Get my stamina back. Getting hot. Let me take my leggings off. One shot. They're definitely doing some updating with the puppets. They usually don't go down that easy. Three shots. That's not bad. Let's see if we can get some more mustard. Some cash, I'll take it. Cheese, bobby pins. We'll take some bobby pins since we just used some. More bobby pins. There's a Kruger. I'll take that. Some 9mm. Everything in here is destroyed. I wonder why. Alright, come on. We need some more puppets. getting dark. Need some puppets. Might have to shoot. Definitely get some puppets in. Come on, it can't be all of them. Still hot. There's one. Three more. Two more. Get some stamina back.
Doesn't even matter who it is.
Alright, so there's NPCs in here, so
So this is the end.
they could be higher tier. He's gonna come out the front door, sounds like. I think he's in that corner. There he is. One. There's usually more. I didn't really want to come in here, but some food. 9mm box. What's this? Gloves. Alright, I need another puppet. It's getting dark. I need to get this done. I heard one out here. Alright, let's just bring the puppets to us. We'll take the suppressor off and... Here they come. There's one at least. Can we get another? Okay, do it again. Sounds like we got a couple coming now. We got that done. Let's get out of here. Let's go back and see what we can finish up. Need to eat another one of our bread bites. Get some more carbs in us. All right, hopefully we can open up the mechanic and the... No, we should open up the mechanic now. Which actually, we can just save time by not going into... I gotta be out of the car. We'll just go straight up to the mechanic. I gotta fix the car. We don't have to go back to the armor. I'll just turn on the phone. Save time there. Okay. We shall activate the phone. Like that. Quest complete. Turn it back off. Add our suppressor back on here. And we'll see what he wants. Hopefully we got everything.
Need this done.
Small gas container. Disable TVs. Car repair kit. Airplane repair kit. Pipe wrench. 20 scrap. We can do it all. Easy.
Yes, good.
Easy, easy, easy. 20 scrap is the easiest. Let me put my bag back on.
See ya.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check the car. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's another 3. And I'll take that brake oil too. That's a quest. And there's another 2. Okay, we got it all.
No loitering. You either buy or get lost.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, wait. No. I collected 15. No, I didn't. I didn't even collect 15. That's alright. We can get it. There's another one. Some bobby pins. This will give us a rest. There we go.
No loitering. Great. Take
Done.
your reward and go.
Pipe wrench. I know we have vehicle repair kits, so I mean I could just take this one here, give it to him. And then as far as the small gas container goes, we definitely have it as well. So that's gonna open up our
Take it or leave it.
small gas container. And car repair kit.
Yes, good. Go now.
That's going to open up our medical trader, which we should be one of these things here. Put these back up here. Let's put that in the dump box. This can go in the quest box. This can go in the quest box. Put my money together. I'm gonna take this out because he'll probably end up trying to take it if I need that for the quest. Let's see. This should be a quest along with the mask. I'm just gonna take everything that I think he'll probably want. So I need 5 masks. Right. Right there. 5 mask, and then he'll probably want, I think, 3 of these usually. And then 1 of these, or 1 of these. We'll take the alcohol too. See what he wants.
Come in.
Okay.
I'll have a look. We could really use your help with
Painkillers.
these.
Got it. It's one of the reasons why we didn't get rid of it. And wooden sticks and alcohol, we can do that one. And there's potassium
Lives depend on
blister.
this, so
Got
please
it.
complete as soon as possible.
And hospital shirt and pants. Got them.
Thank you.
Now,
Really.
we have completed quest at all 3. And now we just need to do 3 more at each one to unlock level 2. But we're going to have to wait 12 hours. And that's where the problem becomes. That's where the next problem comes. Because now this time should stop every time you log out of your sandbox mode. So if you log out right now at 11 hours, then when you log back in, you'll still have 11 hours to wait. So basically what we have to do is we have to go to another trader and do the quest there while we're waiting for this trader to be ready for the next one. So that's that. And then
Go
to
ahead.
make a little bit
You'll
of
need
extra
these
money,
sooner or later.
like I said, we are
Never mind about the expiration date.
we
Those
are
fake
not
anyway.
going to keep these. Actually, we will keep these because if we go to the other trader, he'll probably want some of those. But these, they don't want yet. And actually, we'll get rid of that one too since we have one. So all the pain pills, that's another 6 grand right there. So we're at $27,000. We started at 0. We traded in some things, did the quest at all 3 traders, and we ended up with $27,000 on day 3. So we established a vehicle, we established good kit, good armor. We could literally go and sell a lot more if we really wanted to, and check out some of those guns we have. Yeah, I mean we're in a really good position right now for day 3 of Sandbox. This is like having this kind of a start would be a crazy start in a PvP server in day 3. I mean, I would have made different priorities in PvP in a PvP server, but the fact that we have $27,000 and a vehicle, a base, and everything like that, I mean, we're damn near to end game at this point already. So that's where you have to figure out what your end game is, because if like I said, in 3 days I dropped in and I was able to do that. You have to basically figure out where your end game is going to be. For me, I'm going to collect 1 vehicle of each type. I'm going to collect 1 of each gun. I'm going to continue building the base, maybe even upgrade it some. But it just depends on how much time we have. I'm going to build a garage. I want to do abandoned bunkers. I want to kill, I want to kill what we can, collect Brenner's tears, or Brenner's blood, kill the mechs, do all that kind of stuff. So I still have quite a few things to do for in-game, but we'll see what happens. So since we're done here, actually let's fix the car, and I'm going to use the cash that I have because there's not going to be much. There's $59 there, $68, $9, $49, $1, $62, $0, and then the chassis is always the most expensive thing. So the chassis is, we don't have enough money to fix the chassis. That's how expensive it is. Let's fix the headlight, $92. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and buy a headlight. No, we don't have enough cash. Never mind. So we spent like $300 fixing the car. And I'm not ever going to fix the chassis with money, because these are easy to get. So we'll just fix the chassis with the repair kit. Car's 100%. Let's go back to base. All right, so we made it back to base. Something has changed with the settings. I haven't changed anything. That I can't imagine that these are default settings anymore. Reset all. Yeah, it is. Okay, so these are all default settings that are on. They have made the game awfully bright at night. I'm not exactly mad at it, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do, but as of right now, I guess these are default settings. I haven't changed anything. I was really shocked about the secret bunker. The secret bunker, I was really surprised that we found that much stuff in. I mean, we've got a lot of guns just out of it. What, 5 guns just out of it, and then K6 helmets, more NVGs, which I can sell. The NVGs are actually quest items as well, so I should probably just put a couple of these in here. Oh, we got how many? What did I just put in there? Oh, I couldn't put it in. I don't know. I don't know what I just put in there. I thought I just put the NVGs in there, but I guess not. But we've got a pretty hefty amount of guns now. Yeah, this is super bright for vanilla settings, I guess, but maybe that's what they want for PvP purposes. I guess I'm not sure. I know that you can go in and change the settings. I'm trying not to change any of the settings in the server because I want to experience the limit chat. I want to experience what the base settings are so that I know what the base settings are. And so you can see what the base settings are. But as far as I'm concerned, they have made some adjustments, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We'll keep going on it, see what it's like. But this is super bright for some vanilla settings. But yeah. Anyway, I think I covered pretty much everything that we did in day 2 that I can remember. If you notice something that you want me to explain or ask a question to, or answer a question to, do it. Just leave it in the comment. I'll get it. I will post the link to scummaps.com. I will post the link to scummaps.com so that you guys can get the layout of the map without having to find secret bunkers, having a hard time finding them, I should say. And that's a deer. That way you can find the layouts of the map a little easier. We went over the base. We went over the food. I showed you some of the base we got going here. We'll add some more to it later. Talked about how I like to start my organization system. This is just a start. We'll make cabinets and stuff like that. We went over a quest today. We did a normal bunker and showed you how to kind of maximize your time in there. Like I said, I would not do it that way in a PvP server, but in a PvE server, man, that's one way you could do it. So then just hope somebody doesn't like pick up your bag and kind of grief you while you're doing it. But yeah, we got the little cabin. I'm probably going to build a garage here somewhere, or a barn, or a pole barn or something. Probably be like a pole barn. I might just do like a pole barn kind of deal, and we'll have vehicles inside of it. And yeah, it's turning out quite good. We're up to 149 fame and 27,000 scum bucks. We still don't have anything kitted out yet. I'm still looking for pieces and parts for guns, and we need weapon repair kits to fix some things. So we'll do that. We talked about my bread. We've done quite a bit. We've done quite a bit here today. Need to put this back in here. Done quite a bit. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me some comments if you guys have any questions or any concerns or anything like that, and we'll go from there. Like I said, I am trying to keep all this vanilla settings, which I hope these are vanilla. They gotta be. I just pushed default like 6 times, so I'm hoping these are. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep these vanilla settings so that newer players can see the base game. As everybody knows, all my live streams are always super hard PVE servers or PvP. So I don't really have any vanilla base servers when I stream. So this is one way to show that. And yeah, if you're a newer player, feel free to ask any questions. Myself or people in the community are very knowledgeable, so somebody will get you an answer somehow, some way. So once again, guys, I'm very grateful everybody's watching these videos and enjoying them. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. I'm out, guys. Be safe. Have a good one.